Hello everyone and welcome back to my Bold and Beautiful 29 YouTube channel. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Before we start, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. We not knowing whether Liam lives or dies. Luna caused chaos when she shot both Sheila and Liam, leaving Liam fighting for his life. After Liam shot Luna in return, he hoped to put an end to the violence. But though Luna sounded to be recovering after surgery, a heartbreaking twist came when Lee revealed that Luna had failed. Liam faces an indeed lesser battle as he continues his challenging recovery from the projectile injuries. On top of the physical fate, Liam must also come to terms with a ruinous opinion and inoperable brain excrescence. Bill, hopeless for his son's recovery, plotted with desirousness as he anxiously awaited for any news. But Steffi, Ridge, and indeed Hope reminded Bill that he was incompletely to condemn for Luna's dangerous jest. She should have been locked down and no way had the chance to hurt Liam in the first place. Bill apologized to Liam, admitting his part in the events that led to this moment. In an emotional turn, Hope accidentally revealed Liam's excrescence to Bill, transferring him into a curl of guilt and fear for his son's future. As Grace worked lifelessly in the operating room, doing everything she could to give Liam a fighting chance, Bill was there by his side, witnessing his son's struggle firsthand. Also came a hint of stopgap. Grace let Bill and Liam know there was a Hail Mary chance to save Liam's life. Bill, hopeless to save his son, was willing to pay whatever it took to make it be. But there was a catch: it had to remain a secret, down from the sanitarium and everyone differently. Important like the way Hope and Steffi have put their differences away to support Liam, indeed Brooke Taylor and Ridge have set up common ground, working together for Liam's well-being. Bill bringing his son home and Sheila wishing she did more. Cautions, riddle, and remorse were center stage during this shady time. Finn and Bridget were inversely as upset about Liam being taken from the sanitarium, but agreed Bill would give him with the stylish care. That's commodity at least. It didn't stop them from wondering why and what was really going on. Finn decided to call his woman and tell her what was going on, while Bridget made several calls trying to track down Dr. Grace. Steffi and Hope streamlined each other about what they knew so far. No updates on Liam yet from Finn, but Hope participated that Sheila lost another toe. While Steffi wasn't a big addict of the woman, she wasn't sure how to reply to Sheila, doing all she could to keep her safe from Luna. Should she be thankful to her former persecutor? The ladyloves were upset sick about Liam. The poor man survived a firing just to be facing his death, anyway. They wondered if it was time to start telling the girls and preparing them for the impending loss of their father. Their talk came to an abrupt end when Finn called to inform them Grace inked Liam out of the sanitarium and into Bill's care. They were shocked, to say the least. They rushed right to the sanitarium to get the scoop on the drama. Bill laid into Grace about Liam's aftercare. Shouldn't he be in a sanitarium? Grace reminded him they principally did commodity largely illegal and they couldn't take any pitfalls. Rather, she suggested Liam recover at the Spencer estate with a private medical platoon minding for him around the timepiece. With the plan all squared down, Grace got down to the brass duty and asked Bill about the plutocrat. He assured her the transfer was complete bare seconds before the croaker got another sketchy call. "It's passing right now," she griped into her cell before suddenly hanging up on the riddle frequenter. Seconds laterally, Liam, still unconscious, was wheeled into the room. Bill sat surveillance at Liam's beside while he and Grace awaited for the results of the newest MRI to make sure the procedure was the wild success she claimed it would be. Bill had Liam all set up in the sprawling manse with a private nanny at his beck and call. He stuck near to Liam and promised his son all would be well from now on. Or, at least as well as plutocrat can buy, and Bill surely has frenetic cash to throw at any problem plutocrat can break. Soon, Liam was mumbling and Bill decided it was time to call Steffi to explain what was going on. She put him on speakerphone for everyone in the room to hear that Grace's experimental treatment may have saved his life. Sheila was back at Il Giardino getting the royal treatment from Deacon and the staff. Despite the tea service and roses warming her heart, she was still broken up over losing Luna. She couldn't believe her granddaughter was gone. She was full of remorse for not supporting Luna enough, not giving her more. Cleric reminded her that Luna was a mess and there wasn't important anyone could do to help a girl like her. Ridge is easily showing the world that he has no empathy whatsoever. Why Ridge would be so worried at Bill for coming to the sanitarium to visit his dying son. Liam is his son and he has every right to see him. Ridge is acting like he's the director of the sanitarium and wants to get Bill demurred out just because he was the bone who was so necessary in getting Luna out of jail. Just make it make sense formally, right? Ridge has no place in this plot whatsoever, yet then he is. That's why a lot of us believe it's only going to be a matter of time before he gets sucker punched by Bill. Finn and Bridget begin to get suspicious. Grace looks at her phone at a completed sale for $1 million. Nick and Brooke. Nick came back to invite Brooke back to him. She just can't feel to move once Ridge, indeed though he's presently engaged to Taylor. Nick hasn't left Los Angeles yet, however. Nick tells the Golden that he's not going to let her go down that road with Ridge again. Also, Nick suggests that Brooke go on a trip to Italy with him. At sanitarium, Liam is awake. Grace will keep pushing the Parlous treatment for the brain excrescence. Bill is hopeless to save his son and earn redemption, however, Bill will no way forgive himself and neither will anyone differently, if Liam dies. Bill asks Grace if there's stopgap for his son. That's when Grace says there is. This is presumably when she brings up the Parlous treatment. Liam does go into surgery again, so it seems like Grace gets her way. Finn addresses to Bridget about Commodity being off and not following protocol. This is likely about Liam's alternate operation, however, also they could rein Grace if Finn and Bridget get suspicious. Grace sits in her office at the sanitarium on her phone. Grace looks down and sees a successful transfer for $1 million. Grace seems satisfied and indeed relieved. So, we guessing that Grace is in fiscal trouble and likely made a deal with some shady pharmaceutical company. Why did it have to be Liam? He indeed have a brain excrescence? Could this surgery end up causing complications that make Grace lament her decision? Grace operates on Liam. Bill sneaks an unconscious Liam out of the sanitarium. Sheila and Finn mourn Luna. Luna, apparently failed. 1 nanosecond, Lee was sitting with Luna after the surgery. Lee assured Bridget that she'd watch the youthful woman. Also, the coming thing we know, Finn is telling Sheila that Luna failed in recovery. Lee claimed Finn failed formerly, also took his body out of the sanitarium. Lee did nurse him back to health, but broke a lot of laws doing it. She also caused gratuitous suffering to Steffi. Sheila and Finn will mourn the loss of Luna. While she was a good girl, Sheila was hoping she could turn the youthful woman around. Finn will also feel some position of guilt, however, also she might not have gone after Steffi formerly again, if he no way told Luna their true connection. Cleric will also be there. Deacon won't be mourning Luna. Rather, he'll be there to support his woman. I could see Deacon and Poppy relating over their relief over Luna's death. Bill has been banned from seeing Liam. Steffi just won't allow it. Still, Bill can get around that. At some point, he talks to Grace and there's another operation. It sounds like Grace tells Bill that Liam has an inoperable brain excrescence. Grace probably pushes Bill to give her authorization to operate on Liam. Bill sneaks an unconscious Liam out of the sanitarium. This happens after Grace's operation on Liam. Where exactly is Bill going to take Liam, who needs croakers? Are Bill and Lee working together to save both Liam and Luna? Or are these two fully different story bends?